Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
You know, he's so explosive. That little cut he makes, and then it's life above the rim.
Here's who Earl Watson is starting the second half with. Booker pairing up at the 1 and the 2. Jared Dudley out there with Warren. And it's Bender in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Knight. Easy layup after coming off the pick. Knight's got 6.
Let's make no mistake, this guy's a quality finisher on the move. You have to get physical with Knight if you want to stop him on that drive.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Jabari Parker took an unconventional route to rehab his knee after his ACL surgery. He trained in the Andes Mountains of Peru. The altitude helped the stamina, but Parker said it was also a trip that I took for character. We take a lot for granted. Kevin, even growing up poor in the U.S., Parker said, you don't realize how fortunate you are. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A., and a great way to put that injury into perspective. The Bucks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And so many different personalities in the NBA, Doris. You've gotten to know a lot of them. Who stands out as being some of the great players just to talk about the game within this league?
Well, LeBron James, I think, does a really nice job for me of answering questions in a very thoughtful manner. You'll see him just take a second to process whatever it is I've asked, and then really try to give the fan at home a sense of what he was thinking in that particular matchup.
That's good to know. That's interesting.
He's a very, as you know, such a cerebral player, and that translates to the postgame.
Passes it to Bender. Young with the steal. Parker outside. Fires from the wing. And another basket for Milwaukee.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Knight dishes to Booker. Inside. That's tipped. Stolen by Monroe. And here we go. Freak. Oh!
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Yeah, he didn't need any assistance on that one. He had it handled all on his own.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Knight passes to Booker. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. Pass break, Milwaukee. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Boy, he continues to power this lead down the stretch. Drills it right in the face of the defense yet again.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Freak. Here's Monroe.
I mean, you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Bucks have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Greg Monroe. And so Monroe nails both of them. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Antetokounmpo against Knight. Warren kicks to Bender. Booker in the corner. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Neither coach nor his teammates are pleased with the way he's playing. He's simply got to adjust his shot selection.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Suns have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Knight against Young. Knight dishes to Bender. 5 o'clock. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Antetokounmpo passes to Monroe. Basket good. Monroe's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Knight for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The Suns shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Young against Knight. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. You are looking, folks, at some tremendous stat lines, and with what's been going on here tonight, not far off a quadruple-double. Only a few players in the history of the league have achieved one, including Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon back in 1990.
And really, if there was such a thing as a quadruple threat, Hakeem would fit the bill. I mean, rebound, pass, defend, score. Forget about it. The Dream could do it all. And it was all on display against the Bucks that night back in 1990.
And so here's Phoenix. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Warren kicks to Knight. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Feeds it to Warren. Dishes it to Dudley to end the run. That shot off, and Milwaukee will come the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, there's no doubt. The offense looked scattered. Tons of turnovers. Some of them forced, certainly, but many were not. It was made easy to defend.
Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Dudley's got 6 points.
A beautiful assist by Knight right there. Unselfish passer who always looks to keep his teammates involved.
Monroe's shot is good. And Doris, it seems so often these days you don't see an interim head coach actually get the job at the end of the year. That was not the case with Earl Watson and the Suns. He showed what he could do, and management has given him the go-ahead.
Kevin, I think it often feels like you're a placeholder as an interim, but good for the Suns front office for giving Watson the job. Not easy to do since Watson is such a young head coach, one of the youngest in the league, in fact.
Milwaukee's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Shot on the wing, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Freak. 14 points for Justice Young.
Yeah, sensational focus. Young not letting the D affect his jumper at all. What a gifted shooter.
Knight dishes to Dudley. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Boy, a really bad collective mental lapse. They are fortunate he missed that.
Pass to Parker from 12 feet out. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Knight against Young. Right side, Knight. They double him with Freak. For 3, Booker drains it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Monroe. Got it. Good job in the low post.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
They set the screen to the inside, off the pick, and Bender with the lay-in. Bender's got 6.
And how can you guard Bender when he's slashing to the hoop like that? I mean, what an exceptional talent.
Good on the bucket.
Well, he's hitting at will as they close in on the home stretch, still out in front.
And for the Suns, they're shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Now here's Freak, defended by Booker. Freak passes to Monroe. Down low. And Freak throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Phoenix, Chandler comes in for Warren. And it's Archie Goodwin in for Devin Booker. There's the feed to Freak. Dudley against Antetokounmpo. There's the dish to Teletovic. And that one's good. Freak. Freak's got 56 points in the game.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Their D is getting chewed up. It's time for someone to step forward, put their foot down, and put a stop to these easy baskets.
Chandler is screen. Back to Knight. Takes a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Here's Freak. And Freak throws it down.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
I mean, this efficiency is pretty unreal. I wonder if they made a couple of adjustments at the half.
They get a hand on it. Young with the ball. He's got 14. Freak. And Freak throws it down.
Just remarkable vision. Young is so talented at spotting the open man.
Now here's Goodwin. Guarded closer. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. With this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. Justice Young, number 1. Second, Denver Levins.
The three-pointer was the weapon of choice for both of them, and it was very effective.
Shot clock at 6. Knight against Young. A shot by Knight, no good.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
He feeds it to Goodwin. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. And it's 7 points for Archie Goodwin.
Yeah, it's simply great vision on that pass. Knew exactly where that pass needed to be and threaded it right through the teeth.
Here's Freak. And Freak throws it down. Oh, what a game it's been for both parts of Orange Juice, showing exactly why they are so deadly.
And Prez and Young have both been putting up numbers here, feeding off each other's energy. Just great team basketball.
Here's Goodwin. And the shot goes down. Goodwin's got 4 this quarter.
That's outstanding work on that possession. Nice, easy look down low. Get your rhythm started. Well, there are very few players in the NBA who combine the size and shooting ability of Mirza Teletovic. Great release and soft touch. He's listed at 6'9", but has a higher than normal release, which makes him hard to block.
Outside Knight. Now here's Goodwin. He's covered closely. Misses the layup. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And another basket for Milwaukee. And Teletovic has bounced around the league a few years now, Doris, but he's always had a solid shot from distance.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kevin. When Teletovic takes a step back, he's hard to deal with. He can put up some big-time point totals if he gets in the zone and goes unchecked. This is a big man who's very adept at hitting shots while fading or leaning one way or the other.
A different look for Milwaukee. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. And Morris subbed in for Antetokounmpo. And for the Suns, Chris, he's checked in for Bender. P.J. Tucker comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's Barbosa in for Knight. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Boston. What a run they've had this year, in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And of course there's the Bucks right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And seeing where the Bucks are, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they'd have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Chandler with the screen on Young. And Tucker has it in the corner. Poked loose. The pass to Chris. Now here is Barbosa. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Bucks ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. John Henson's checked in for Plumlee. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Morris. Freak's checked in for Chris Middleton. Young is subbed in for Levens. Lenz checked in for Phoenix. P.J. Tucker comes in for Ulis. Freak in a two-guard. Mirza Teletovic out there with John Henson. And it's Young, and it's Novak in at the small forward. That's the five on the floor for the Bucks. Milwaukee's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Milwaukee.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak.
Well, what didn't he do, guys? I mean, he affected winning in so many different ways. To me, he's the reason they have got such a big cushion here as time winds down.
Len passes to Chris. Len kicks to Chandler. Clock at 4. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And the Suns miss again.
He needs to stop shooting the ball right now. This is hurting his team.
And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Young. 70 points for Freak.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, once it got to crunch time, out came that killer instinct. They flat out dominated to put it away.
Warren, good.
You know, that's a case where they're really in sync on that bucket with the lead pass hitting him in stride, on time and on target.
Here's Freak. No good with the layup. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
What's up, Steve?
What's going on, Prez? Guys back in the studio want to talk to you.
Perfect.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
Hey, what's up? This is Kenny. Now, you were all over the floor tonight. Congrats on a triple-double. Now, do you consider this one of your best games of the season?
You know, it's always nice to get a triple-double because, you know, it shows you were able to contribute in a lot of different ways. But the biggest one for me is helping us get that win. So, personal stats, going to have to take a backseat to that W, Kenny.
Well, the only way you get those W's is those kind of stats. So congratulations.
All right, thank you, boss.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Yes. Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.
On the block, Big and D-Rod, they was getting that.
Don't bother me, I'm working. Don't bother me, I'm working. Don't bother me, I'm working. Work. Don't bother me, I'm working. Working.